Hey everybody, happy Saturday. Hope everybody's doing good. Figured I'd come on here for a little quick rant. Not so much of a quick rant. I don't even know where to begin with this. Had my let's start with the Amazon situation. Had a delivery yesterday of 3 packages. They were 3 separate packages, but they were all delivered together, which was very good. There's numerous things that happen with Amazon. I don't know if you guys use, because they do have Amazon Logistics. Sometimes they send it UPS, very rarely FedEx anymore, so that's good. But certain deliveries are the way they are. Now, when I order something, the items that I ordered that came yesterday, which was Friday, I ordered them Thursday night past 6 p.m. So it was amazing that all 3 items came in one shot overnight. It was great because I'm a Prime member. So is my husband. We're Prime members. The amount of screaming that I did yesterday on a phone with Amazon. I mean, do I recommend that? No, but you know what? Certain things happen that can't be explained because first of all, the person that actually did it is not even around. Amazon has excuses for everything. They have to. They're in a business. But also they tend to have people who have delivery services. They have franchise now. They do have franchise. People that work for Amazon. Last week, I was waiting in the lobby for my husband to pick me up because we went shopping that night. We just went out. But the Amazon person came, I know because I opened the door. I was sitting in the lobby. She came in, but she came out of a U-Haul truck with a bunch of boxes. She had the Amazon shirt on. So I think these people, they work for Amazon, but they're an independent delivery people. But she did come out of a U-Haul. She parked right in front. My packages came yesterday. There's certain things that Amazon does because you're a Prime member. What it is that I get notifications on my phone of how many stops away my packages are, which is great. I also have my Alexa app, my Alexa on my phone. I also have the Alexa Echo Dot. I want to say it's an Echo. So she will actually let me know when there is a delivery coming or it's already here. She'll tell me that there was an item that was delivered. And the thing is that some of these things happened, some of them didn't happen. And it kind of answered a lot of questions as to maybe why it didn't happen. So Amazon, when you go on them, they will tell you that you're like how many stops away. That was one red flag yesterday that never happened. I even went into the account. It never told me how many stops away or where my package was, absolutely. Because I can actually see the driver driving through the neighborhood. The little dot moves around the neighborhood when they do. Okay, because you could do that. You can watch that. I know I can. That's one red flag there. Number 2 for the red flag, the packages were left outside my door, which is great because sometimes when Amazon can't get into the building, sometimes they'll just ring every doorbell until they can get in. If they have a numerous amount of packages, I never really get the same driver anymore because, like I said, they're sporadic. Their drivers are all over the place. They're all different drivers, probably independent from different places, different companies. Like they'll use Amazon Logistics, they'll use Amazon Logistics, then they will use Laser Ship, things like that. So this happened to have come from Amazon Logistics. Okay. Numerous red flags. So the packages were left. I was home here. I was playing the music low. So when I do that on the Echo Dot, there's usually a little yellow light that comes underneath Alexa. So I will say, Alexa, what's my notification? Because I know some. She says, 1 new notification and Amazon shipping has arrived. Those are the exact words. I said, okay, fine. Now, this was 2:17 when I got it. My packages were delivered by 2:07. So it was only, 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes? Let's say about 10 minutes, numbers. They were left outside here. Now, the music was playing low because I was in the middle of cleaning, dusting, and everything. Amazon has a habit. Sometimes they ring the bell. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they'll just knock on the door and leave the packages, okay? No knocking on the door. The packages were left. I opened the door. 3 packages were in front of my door. Now, also when Amazon delivers something, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. They will take a screenshot. They will take a picture on their phone because on my account, it will show me that 3 packages were left outside my door. Actually, there were 2 packages, one on top of another, 2 envelopes like this, one on top of another, and a little box. Okay, fine. So that picture was shot. I found it. It was on the account. I found it maybe about 20 minutes later. After what I got to tell you that I have to tell you. Okay, I picked up the 2 envelopes and the box. Brought them in. Right away I noticed the top envelope was okay. I had gotten, what I ordered was screen protectors for my new phone that was coming yesterday, which was Friday. I ordered a candle set to help me take care of my candles and light them if I ever wanted to, because the other night I did light my husband's candle. It was beautiful. It smelled, really filled the whole room in here. Also, and I ordered the new phone case for my new phone that was coming, and it was a Jack and Sally phone case. Okay. Yeah. Notice I say it was a Jack and Sally phone case. The top envelope with the underneath envelope, as the screenshot happens, and I'll explain the screenshot also. 2 envelopes, one was on top of each other. Okay, take them in. I noticed right away. Took off the other top envelope and I went, wait a minute. You notice anything wrong with this envelope? Because there's nothing in it. Okay. Now, when you get these types of envelopes from Amazon, they are completely sealed. They are probably heat sealed. And how you would open them is there is a fine line here with a dotted line. You could just rip them open. Me, I tend to cut mine. So this is an example of one that I cut in the middle because I happen to cut it. I don't rip it open. Right here, I'm showing you where the rip is so that you can just open the envelope, okay? But it is heat sealed, okay? Right away, I noticed the envelope, there's nothing in it, and the envelope is completely open. The envelope was never heat sealed shut. And you can see this. The envelope wasn't even ripped. It was never sealed. It is a I don't mean to do this, but it was a brand new envelope. Okay? It's not ripped open. It's nothing. Okay? Usually they would do this with it to close it and then heat seal it. This was never heat sealed. So whatever contents was in it, which was my Jack and Sally phone case, is now no longer in my possession. Okay? This was in a matter of minutes. Okay, my building has cameras. When the Amazon people come, they usually come with sometimes they come with a big wagon with wheels because they have so many packages, because we have a building here, so they will deliver everything in one shot. So they must have rang somebody else's bell or somebody must have let them in. So I see packages outside of everybody else's door, and my 3 packages were right in front of my door. This was in a matter of 10 minutes of them delivering the package. How could you deliver something, scan it in, and yet not have anything in the box or in the envelope and just walk away? Never knocked on the door. You must have heard low music playing through the door because that's what I was sitting here in the living room. You could have just knocked on the door. Anything else could have happened besides of what I had to force myself to do, which was, first of all, the red flag is that it never showed me how many stops away my package was. I would have sat in the lobby and got my package. Sometimes I do that, and I usually sometimes let the Amazon person in because I could sit in the lobby. But I didn't do that because I was never notified of how many stops away my packages were. That was a red flag. Number 2 red flag, you just dumped him outside the door, very nice and neatly, and walked away, knowing that this is an empty envelope. How could you? How could you? I could say a lot of things. I could say you took the damn thing out of the envelope. I could say maybe it's still in the truck somewhere. There are numerous questions that I can't get answered. So what did I do? I go outside, and I know that when the Amazon driver is in the area, they will still be in the area. I was walking up and down the block with the empty envelope because I wanted to see if I could see the driver, because the driver would still be in the area. And they're usually in the area still at a lengthy time, because sometimes they park the truck and sometimes they will just walk to the buildings and take the cart on wheels with all the packages, and that's how they can get in and out of the building. Because we have a ramp here also, so they don't have. We have a staircase leading into our building, but we also have a nice ramp, you know, because we have a lot of elderly people in the building as well. So I guess they needed the ramp for ramp access, maybe wheelchairs and stuff. So how could you? I see no one. I see no one. I come back inside. I now am on my Amazon app. You have a complaint? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Item is missing. They says, oh, it must be damaged. I said, no. I checked off the item is missing. Now you can have Amazon actually call you back. So that's what I did. Amazon called me back. The amount, I know the fact that a lot of people now work at home. They do pay people to work at home to, you know, go on their computers and do things. And that's all cute. Hey, listen, I've had enough of the crap now. Okay, I lost my marbles yesterday. This is the only package that I really had my heart set on to get, because I knew that the damn phone was also coming yesterday. It would have been cute. Maybe I could have ran to T-Mobile to set the phone up yesterday. Unfortunately, the phone is now sitting here with no case. I don't even feel like, I mean, I looked at it, but I don't feel like seeing it anymore right now. I'm just not in the mood. Okay, so get on the phone with Amazon. Nice lady. Of course, they have to kill you with kindness because it's what they do. It's what they have to do. I'm sorry. I says, listen, do me a favor, okay? I know she was working from home because her dog was barking in the background. I says, but you may want to feed that dog. I said, because that thing is annoying, okay? I'm very livid right now. You're home doing your little job at the home, okay? That's fine. I'm not getting anywhere with this person. I says, listen, is there any way that you can contact the Amazon driver? Maybe they can come back here, give me an excuse, something, anything. I want to talk to the person at least. And I know they would have that on file. You have to. Everybody has to be accounted for. Now, the Amazon packages, you know, I ordered them on Thursday night for them to come Friday because they were all in the Amazon warehouse. I knew I was going to get them because I am a Prime member, thank God. But this was the one that I really wanted. She's giving me a whole big spiel. I says, listen, do me a favor. I'm done talking to you right now because right now I'm getting nowhere. And your kindness may be one thing, but it's really pissing me off. I need to speak to a supervisor now. Now. And I know you could switch me over. I don't want to hear the crap. That's how mad I was. Give me an answer. Say something different than reading it off of a card, because that's the impression that I got. You know, I think maybe they train themselves that way. Maybe they have to read things off of a card but they kill you with kindness, and kindness right now didn't work with me. So 2 minutes later, she switches me over to the Amazon supervisor representative, blah, blah, blah. Okay, he says, I'm here. I am at Amazon, blah, blah, blah. My name is so-and-so. Okay, fine. Went through the whole thing with him. He says, ma'am, unfortunately, I am sorry. I says, listen, don't tell me you can't contact the company or the logistics or whatever. You can't contact them direct. You can look up the driver's number. Come on, license plate, whatever you have to do. I says, maybe it fell, maybe it's in the truck, maybe the guy or the girl don't want to say anything. I'm giving them a shot to try and make it right, make an effort here. This is what pisses me off about certain companies. They just don't feel like doing anything anymore. It's just not the same. There's no compassion anymore with certain things. I would be mortified if I was the Amazon driver. I mean, you scanned the package in. It just doesn't make any sense. So unfortunately, the guy says to me, what I knew he was going to say, well, we can't. We have no way of doing it. I says, of course not. Of course not. I says, God forbid if something happens to your drivers or something happens on the road. You mean to tell me you can't contact them? Come on, huh? So he says, I'm going to send an email. I'm going to send the report over to the company that delivered the thing. He says, they're going to handle it from their end. Of course, because that's how I found out they were a third-party company. He said, sometimes we do have independent drives. I says, well, there it is. There it is, okay. I was looking for one of the blue Amazon Prime trucks or a white Amazon Prime truck, because they do have those. But then again, I was also looking for a U-Haul, because if I would have seen anybody in an Amazon shirt coming toward the U-Haul, then I would have known that's them. But unfortunately, I says, I went out into the street looking for this person. I says, it's amazing that this person just happened to have taken off. Usually they're in the area for about maybe an hour and a half. Sometimes they actually sit in their truck having lunch or an early dinner. I know this. Because these people deliver up until like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. I've had packages come at like 10:30 at night, okay? I really get most use out of my Amazon Prime. I really do. But we've slowed down way over the past 2 years. We've actually slowed down, which was good. I says, listen, I want to know. There's questions that I want to know. How did this person leave the warehouse and scan in an item for an envelope that was never even sealed? It's not even heat sealed, I said. It's not ripped open. It has never been attempted to be ripped open. There is no rip, there is no pulling, there is nothing. I says, I'm going to keep this envelope. Do you need to see pictures? Because I will send you shots of this envelope. There is nothing wrong with this envelope. It is just completely empty. All that was in it was one lousy phone case. I'm now getting livid talking to this guy. I says, I really, and my head started to, almost like start to pound. I says, oh God, here we go. I'm going to get sick again. And I really don't want to make myself sick over this, but damn it, I wanted this case. I wanted it when I wanted it. So all the guy says, he says, well, I can only send you either a replacement or a cancellation. What are you canceling? I says, that's stupid. I says, I need the damn case. I'm stuck now. So he says, okay, now, here's the thing. The case came from the Amazon warehouse. I know, because that's why I got the case so fast. And this is why it came in this bag, because it came from the Amazon. Even if it's an outside company, the outside company, once I always look, and I've always told you people this, look and make sure that the item is coming from Amazon, because this way you know that the item is from the Amazon warehouse, that company has storage in the Amazon warehouses. So it could easily be mailed faster. Now, unfortunately, the best that they can do is mail the case out Monday. I says, listen, the damn thing was sitting in the warehouse. This is why. He says, but ma'am, there's nothing I can do. I says, well, you better contact the driver. You better do something. I says, because right now I want to file a complaint. So I filed the complaint. I had to do it. I'm getting nowhere. I'm getting no answers. So now if I light a fire under someone's ass, maybe that'll happen. Okay? All right? I need to have something accounted for. I need to have this explanation. I need to have this explanation. I'm sorry. Okay? And I tend to go after people. I'm sorry. I do this because I want an answer. The answers were just not, they were just generic answers, and it was really pissing me off. I don't like generic answers. At least make an effort. Why didn't the person knock on the door? He says, well, ma'am, you weren't home. I says, listen, the package came at 2:07. I walked out here, I says, at 2:17. I said, the package was here. I says, because on my phone app said that I had the delivery notification. I says, but I want to let you know something. It never said during the other time of how many stops away. I says, which is the usual routine that I get on this. Okay? See, I stopped him with a lot of answers that he had with more answers that I had. My answers were a hell of a lot better than his answers, because I know. I stayed home purposely for this because I knew I had to sign for UPS for my phone. It's a signature required. They ain't going to leave that thing out the door. I mean, believe me. I know some people that have had that package left on their doorstep, on their porch. I says, oh my God. But I requested signature required on the iPhone. So I was home all day for this. This is unexcusable. This is inexcusable. This is unacceptable. How could the person just know, knowingly? Oh, yeah. And he placed, or whoever did it, placed the package right underneath the other package. And again, I just want to show you how air sealed, heat sealed that these packages are. They must go through a machine and get sealed, okay? But if it went through the machine to get sealed, how come nobody noticed that the package really wasn't sealed? Right, unless it goes through a factory thing. But again, you have to take the package and put it into the envelope. I mean, come on. This experience I've never happened before. This experience right now is the first time for me, and God, I hope it never happens again. But it's just horrible. It's just horrible. I mean, we pay, and I told the guy, I told the supervisor, everybody pays a lot for their Amazon Prime, which went up, by the way. I think we pay like $130, $140 a year. That's another thing. I said to the guy, not for nothing. Takes me 2 seconds to cancel this account. I says, I don't have to have this account. I says, and that's on you. That's on your company. I said, boy, I've been canceling a lot of things lately. I said, but you know what? I'm getting tired of it. I buy a lot of products, so we spend a lot on products a year, and I would like my things mailed in the proper way that they're supposed to be mailed. How did this bypass hands? How did this leave hands? How did this pass through hands like this? It's impossible. And for the fact that he scanned it and took the picture. Now, the picture I have of them, you know, Amazon takes a picture of it to prove where they left it. So they left it right outside my door, okay? This was within minutes I found it. And how nice and neatly that the package was underneath the other envelope. So probably I wouldn't see it right away. Adorable. Adorable. A lot of questions that I have if I could just see the Amazon driver. And of course, if I see any different Amazon driver, they're going to say, oh no, I didn't deliver that day. Well, you know what? If you're on file and if you're lying to me while you're standing here, you know, that's on you. At least be honest. What they should have done was just knock on the door. Please explain to me that there is nothing in the envelope. We're so sorry. I just want to let you know. Maybe you can contact Amazon. And I would have probably had a better phone call. Like, listen, the Amazon driver is here. You know, or they just explained it to me. The envelope is empty. You know, they were very honest. And I would have gave a better thing. And at the end of the phone call, the supervisor had the nerve to say, well, you know, he says, there's going to be a short survey at the, no, there ain't no surveys. I says, because I will mop the floor with what I have to say. You don't want a survey right now. You don't want a review right now. That's not going to happen. So he says, oh, we're very sorry, blah, blah, blah. Then last night I got a letter of apology from Amazon. It is being investigated, you know, if any news comes up. Or I says, listen, can't you just contact the driver and maybe ask, maybe the phone fell, you know, on the floor. So this has got to be resolved. I says, either that or somebody just put it in their pocket. Now, see, I didn't want to accuse that. I can't really accuse that, but you know what? I got a good shot of accusing it. So then my husband comes home. My husband, years ago, used to work for DHL. Okay, he was a courier. He was a courier for 13 years. And he loved his job. That job he loved. It was very grueling. Because it was very a demanding job. And then, you know, he just, you know, he kind of left that job after a while. But. I then explained him the situation. You know, he says it's funny, but it ain't funny, he says, because he says, we've had packages, he says, understand something, Warren, he says, but anytime like DHL, you see, he says, I don't know if every company, he says, I think UPS does the same thing though. He says, every package has to be accounted for before it goes onto the truck. He says, and every package has to be scanned in with a scanner before it goes on the truck. He says, in each package, he says, if I had a package, he says, I would have to tell my supervisor, listen, this package is open, so there's a problem with it. He said the package would have to either be delivered safely or the person would have to be notified about the package. Maybe there's a delay in it or something because it has to go back to wherever it had to go back, or they could just reinforce it. This wasn't even reinforced. This is wide open. And it's not sealed. So it was not even tampered with. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. So anyway. And now I sit and wait for the phone case that should have been here. Now, who rings the bell like 2 hours later, which would be UPS with, and I'm going to just show you this. I wanted to do this as a little eye-opening, box opening. It's not hooked up yet because I want to take it to the store. My new iPhone 15 Pro came yesterday. So I'm going to do an unboxing review on this just by first looks, first impressions. Okay, because I know the phone's going to work. I'm just saying. So I'm going to do that in another video. I'm going to save that. And I'm going to leave this one the way it is right now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Many years ago, about 22 years ago, that's how long it is, I've had numerous things happen, such as an Amazon delivery. I ordered the original iPod Shuffle. Do you remember the stick, the Shuffle? It was a white with a little control pad. Okay, it was a shuffle. I ordered the 128 gigabyte. UPS back then delivered the box, and I knew my UPS driver, Lenny, God bless him, wonder where you are. He was great. He was great, this UPS driver. So he says, oh, Mrs. Ferrari, he says, here's your boxes. Thank you so much. Stupid me, I take the box upstairs, open the box. The iPod Shuffle box was in the Amazon box. I take out the iPod Shuffle box, open up that box, there's no iPod Shuffle. And there was numerous things happening within warehouses that people were stealing along, like as they were packing the packages. Some packages disappeared. Some items disappeared out of the package. They actually sealed the boxes and sent it away, knowing that what they just stolen, oh, the person will just call and order up another one. We did that with an original iPod. Amazon had to owe us the iPod. We actually got the iPod replaced. We had an empty iPod box. So these things do happen, but it's like warehouse shrinkage that's happening. But this is no. This you released it in this condition. What did you think was? Did you hope and pray that the package, that the items inside the thing was going to make it? Oh, let's just hope. Scotch tape it, do something with it. You know, make an effort. You did nothing. So. And those were the good old days of that one. So I don't know if it's still happening. I have no idea. However, that's it on that one. Somebody got a nice Jack and Sally iPhone case. Enjoy it. Because when I get done, heads are going to roll. To me, I have a feeling this ain't over yet, but that's the way it goes. That's my problem. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Happy Saturday. It's a terrible, dismal Saturday. Not doing that much. The house is so nice and quiet. I swear I could go back under the covers and go back to sleep. That's how I feel. I'm having some coffee. Made myself a pot of coffee with my Mickey Boo to You cup that I purchased a few years ago down at Disney World. And I was so scared that upon the packing, that I took it on the plane. I thought it was going to break, but it made it home with me safely. So, boo to you, you and you. It's a great cup. It really is. So I take good care of it. All right. Happy Saturday. Have a safe one. Talk to you soon. I'll be back with an unboxing and first impressions on the new phone. Take care. Bye-bye.